Okay, this is a question sent to me by a Year 12 student. For the function y equals f of x, we know that the first derivative of this function is 16x plus k, and we know that we have a stationary point at the coordinate 2, 1. We want to find k and hence find f of x when x equals 7. So what does a stationary point mean? A stationary point means that the derivative equals 0. Therefore, we can say from the information that we have that f prime at 2 equals 0. So we can now sub this information into this part of the question. So we can say f prime of 2 equals 16 times 2 plus k, and that equals 0. So from this we can write down that k is negative 32, because 16 times 2 is 32, and to get that to be 0, what do we need this to be? We need it to be negative 32. So we found k. Now, we can now say quite clearly that f prime of x is equal to 16x minus 32. Now f of x, let's rule that off. Now f of x is equal to the integral of f prime of x dx. So that means that f of x is the integral of 16x minus 32 dx. Now some of you might want to factor out that 32. Whether or not you want to do that, it's fine. It'll still work if you do that. You'll have brackets though. It could be more confusing. I recommend trying it if you feel like doing it. So like what I mean is there's a common factor of 32 there, and you could absolutely use that common factor if you wanted to. I'm not going to. This becomes 8x squared minus 32 plus c. Where did that 8x squared come from? Remember our rules. The integral of of x to the n dx is equal to x to the n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. So power here is 1, so I increase the power by 1, and then I divide by that new power. 16 divided by 2 is 8. You can also quickly differentiate. So 2 times 8 is 16, and the new power is 1. Oh, I've forgotten something. That 32 should have an x next to it. X plus c. Now, we have to find c, and it's not, well, it is immediately obvious, but it's not super clear, and it could be overlooked easily, that we can find c using this bit of information here. That is that f of 2 equals 1. So I can use that claim, f of 2 equals 1, and that implies that 8 times 2 squared minus 32 times 2 plus c equals 1. So 8 times 2 squared is 32 minus 64 plus c equals 1. So c is 1 minus 32 plus 64, which is 33. So now we can say that f of x is 8x squared minus 32x plus 33. So the crux of the question, what is the function at 7? So that's 8 times 7 squared minus 32 times 7 plus 33. Check that in your calculator and you will get 201. Okay, good luck.